Welcome back at 6:50, time for the morning sprint.
And we start this morning with the very latest on the coronavirus here in Wisconsin.
With at least 426 confirmed cases of the coronavirus across the state, Governor Evers will issue a safer at home order today to limit the spread of the virus in Wisconsin. He plans on releasing more details later today, but here's what we know right now. You are expected to stay home and limit your interactions to the same people. You can still go outside to get some fresh air and take trips to the grocery store or pharmacy. People who work in essential services will still be allowed to travel to and from work. The governor is expected to specify who is included in this later today. Iowa County's first reported case is also the most recent one being reported. 70 of the 426 cases are in Dane County alone, with the largest number of positive cases at 204 in Milwaukee County. There have been 5 deaths in the state so far.
When Wisconsin joins the growing list of states implementing stay-at-home orders today, more than 40% of the U.S. population will be affected. 16 other states, including Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, are already under these orders. Other states like Maryland, Nevada, Virginia, and Kentucky are not officially implementing stay-at-home orders, but instead are ordering all non-essential businesses to close.
Senate Democrats and the Trump administration say they are close to a stimulus deal despite another blocked vote. Democrats blocked the bill for the second time yesterday, saying too much aid was going to large corporations and not the people who need it the most. Politico reports Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer do expect to have the final agreement in place this morning.
Well, while other places are shutting down, domestic abuse intervention services, also known as DAYS, here in Madison is ramping up. They expect to see a surge in demand simply because when things are problematic, abuse traditionally tends to spike. They're keeping their shelters and call centers open as a result of that. And to give you some context, back during the 08-09 recession, DAYS saw a 108% increase in calls to their helpline. If you or someone you love is in an abusive relationship, we have resources to help up on our website. Susan?
Kelly, thank you. Democratic lawmakers worry that the U.S. Postal Service could be gone by June unless it gets billions of dollars to counteract the impact of the coronavirus. Politico reports the Postal Service has seen a, quote, drastic reduction in mail volume. The potential closure could jeopardize access to mail-order prescription drugs for millions of Americans.
President Trump says he's confident the country will be back open for business in a period of weeks, not months. That goes against the advice of health experts, and it comes about halfway into the federal 15-day period aimed at slowing the spread of the coronavirus. The president tells reporters his administration will decide on next steps once this stretch is over.
Anyone sitting on a large supply of N95 surgical masks can expect a knock on their door soon. President Trump's executive order now makes it illegal to hoard medical supplies with the intention of selling them at an inflated price. Attorney General William Barr says the executive order does not apply to families with large supplies of toilet paper.
I truly hope that everyone that gets one of these masks knows all the care, love, and support that's coming along with it.
Marshfield Clinic is getting sewn masks from their community after putting out a post on social media. It's to help with any upcoming shortages they could face. After putting out the message, clinic employees say the response has been overwhelming. The masks will be used for patients and visitors to use for protection. They will not replace medical-grade masks.
The U.S. will cut aid to Afghanistan by $1 billion and is threatening to cut even more. Politico reports this comes out of Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's visit to Kabul, aimed at ending a dispute between 2 leaders fighting over their country's presidential election results. The additional cuts could come if the government cannot resolve its differences in order to implement a peace deal with the Taliban.
You have a chance to help out local restaurants who are struggling to feed customers because of coronavirus restrictions. The Great American Takeout is a national challenge, asking anyone who can to order at least 1 delivery or takeout meal from a local restaurant today. You can spread the word using the hashtag #TheGreatAmericanTakeout.
It is 6:55. Let's take a closer look at your traffic this morning. We start in Dane County, where we're seeing a few delays popping up on 151 and Mount Horeb and Fitchburg as you get into the city. Closer look at Madison in general. A few delays popping up at Stoughton Road and also near Park Street on the Beltline. A look at your drive times right now as you head into the city. It's going to take you around 4 minutes to get from the interstate to John Nolan Drive. And once you get to John Nolan Drive, smooth sailing as you head into downtown Madison. That's your First Warn traffic.
And your weather this morning, you want to make sure you have those lights on. We're not able to see the dome of the Capitol anymore. We have low clouds and some fog across southern Wisconsin. Visibility is down a mile in Madison, now to 4 miles. It's less than 2 miles in Mineral Point. Temperatures will start in the mid-30s this morning, at least above the freezing point. We will climb to highs in the upper 40s this afternoon, so a little bit milder than it was yesterday. Looking ahead to that weekend forecast, highs stay near 50, but there will be several chances for rain in the area.
A big warm-up headed our way, though, Hads. Thank you very much. And thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Stay well out there, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.